It is a striking contrast to the events of this day, which began unfolding at about 11 a.m. this morning.
Just about that time, 2 minutes to 11 to be precise about it, Mayor Washington was sitting at his desk in City Hall. He suffered a heart attack, taken then from his office by ambulance to Northwestern Memorial Hospital on the near north side of the city. That's where our Jim Avila has been throughout this day and is here right now with more on the efforts to save the mayor's life. Jim?
Walter, apparently, doctors say Mayor Washington died at his desk. By the time I arrived here at Northwestern Memorial Hospital to see the mayor being brought in by paramedics into that door, he was already dead. In fact, the police say, and so do the doctors here, that by the time the doctors got to him, through those emergency room doors, the mayor had passed away.
I don't want to have it. I want to see my eyes.
Harold Washington's last public appearance, 46th and Woodlawn, shoveling dirt in a neighborhood ceremony. A ceremony in which he looked healthy and happy.
1, 2, 3. 10 more, man.
This morning when the mayor was at the groundbreaking in 46th and Woodlawn, he looked okay. He was joking and also serious, the same, jovial self. So he appeared to be all right to me. I've known the man since 1963, and I didn't see any real difference this morning.
Then, just over an hour later, he is rushed to Northwestern Memorial Hospital. Mayor Washington's heart had stopped. His lungs ceased to work while in the middle of a conversation with his trusted aide and press secretary Alton Miller. Miller was with him from the time of the attack until the hospital room proclamation.
Just slightly after 11 o'clock this morning, he slumped at his desk, and CPR was administered by his security aides.
What was his condition in the back of the ambulance? You were back there with him. What was his condition at that time?
He was not conscious and being administered to.
Now, what kind of activity was he engaged in this morning? I understand he was out with a...
He did a press conference this morning on housing in Kenwood, Oakland, and had come back to the hall, was working with the secretary, had begun to do the business of the day, and was in conversation when he suddenly slumped.
Who was in the room?
Just myself. Yeah.
And did he say anything? Did he...
No, I thought he was reaching under his desk. I didn't understand that he had really slumped onto the desk for about 30 seconds.
Did he grab his chest or anything like that?
No.
We understand the mayor had been ill the last couple of days with some type of a chest cold.
Seemed to have some kind of a virus.
For 2 hours behind these hospital emergency room doors, friends gathered, praying, consoling, and hoping the mayor would pull through this devastating cardiac arrest. But the doctors, even with the state-of-the-art equipment in one of Chicago's most modern hospitals, could not get the heart to pump again. And at 1:36 this afternoon, November 25th, 1987, Chicago's Mayor Harold Washington died.
He was on life support in the hopes that this fairly dramatic form of cardiopulmonary resuscitation would give maximum ability for his brain and his heart to show signs of recovery. I, in conjunction with his own physician, a neurologist, a cardiologist, and his family, determined that after a period of 2 hours of very adequate perfusion, there was no sign of spontaneous neurologic or cardiac activity. It would technically be possible to maintain someone for perhaps another few hours in this state. As I told his family, the best guide that we have in that circumstance is to offer what we would do for our own family.
So for 2.5 hours outside Northwestern Memorial Hospital, people gathered, and there was hope. There were people who were saddened and grieved, but there was hope. I knew, of course, when Mayor Washington first came up to this driveway this afternoon in the back of that paramedics ambulance, and when they pulled him out, we still had hope here, but when you saw that they had already pulled away his shirt and his coat and were working on his heart, and that we were to find out later there was no pulse, there was only the hope. And really, there was a realization that you knew that something serious was going on. And in fact, Mayor Harold Washington had already died back at City Hall less than a half an hour earlier. Reporting live from Northwestern Memorial Hospital, I'm Jim Avila, Channel 2 News.
Thank you, Jim.